Hello, Gemini. This is Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your Love Sitch for September 2021. We are going to look at the Old Wise Tree spread and kind of get an overall view of what's going on. Then we're going to look at your Love Sitch spread, the situation, your energy around the situation, your person that you're thinking about, their energy around the situation. And then we're going to see about the energy that binds the two of you together and possible outcomes, an energy that you don't see coming for the next few days here. So let's take a look. So far, we've got a couple of cards already coming out, but we are talking to our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Right. Let's see what you have going on, Gemini. Okay, Gem. The first thing that I'm noticing is you're happening now and into the near future. So there is some reciprocity happening here. I feel like it's somebody, Gem, that you've had your eye on for a while, or they've had their eye on you for a while, and they're going to be coming forward with possible apology, but also possible, let's get this going, let's get this party started. Your heart of the situation is talking about being heartbroken, being stuck in old patterns of the past. I'm going to do some clarifying, but I'm wondering if this is the person, if this person is coming in with an apology because they have broken your heart. They've done some things in the past that have not been conducive to love for you, and they're coming in with an apology, and they're wanting to make this more of a back and forth committed relationship. So let's take a look here. This is coming from a place of everything being illuminated, like really having all the knowledge, everything being illuminated. This can be complete happiness, but it can also be complete knowledge, like everything's being shown to you. If there was some confusion, you are confused no more. Especially with this too, your higher self is like, I've made a decision, or I'm ready to make a decision, or I'm no longer confused. I know what's going on. Everything's been illuminated. Your angels and guides are talking about a passionate new beginning, a passionate new start, being able to plug back in, very possibly after being unplugged for a while because you've been recuperating. But this is like, my heart is broken because I'm stuck in these patterns, or I've been having to deal with someone else being stuck in patterns that are not conducive for love. So let's see what else. We're going to start clarifying here in a minute. I want to look at releasing the idea, I'm hearing the bonds that, the ties that bond, or the ties that bind, or something. It's like releasing something that has been, I'm hearing somebody say really critical, but this is also just conflict. It's releasing conflict. And I have resistance to storming the castle with the truth, running for it, going for it, coming at you with the truth. I have resistance to it. I want to know why. What's up with the resistance to this information that's been illuminated? What is up with the resistance? Yeah, it's like I haven't been ready to make the rite of passage. I haven't been able to move on and move past it. I've had a lot of resistance moving on and moving past this. Gem, this can be you, or this can be the person that you're dealing with. And we'll find out. But let's take a look. I want to know more about this releasing conflict. It also kind of feels like somebody's still holding on to some of it. And I'm hearing somebody say there's a barrier, there's a wall, there's a barrier that needs to be cut through. Time will tell is what I'm hearing. Time will help this. Okay. I want to look at this heart of the situation. Somebody's going through this upset, heartbreak, and somebody I'm hearing is saying deceit. This can very well be a third party situation. So somebody's talking about really like, I'm kind of hearing somebody saying they felt bamboozled. They feel like they're so emotionally tied and emotionally connected. And there was like this complete emotional fulfillment that was broken. And something had to be made right. Karmic justice happened. I want to know more. Somebody had to get strong and get clear. I feel like somebody needed to finally know the truth. And it was illuminated. They finally knew the truth, and they're having a really hard time getting over it. They're having a really hard time with this third party situation. They're having a really hard time with maybe being lied to. Okay, so let's take a look at this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is like, okay, so I feel like for some of you, there's somebody coming in that's new, but for most of you, it feels like this person's coming in with an apology. They also want to start something back up with you, but it's an apology because of the break. It's an apology because it seemed like something was chosen over something else. Someone was chosen over someone else, and they're like, I don't want that. I want you. All right, I've got two cards here. Somebody closed the door, and after some meditation, they're ready to come out of hibernation and open that door back up. Let's look at this reciprocity card, this big picture. They're like, I want this back and forth relationship with you now, Gem. Or this is about you doing this with someone else. Yeah. Except this is the married king not acting married. So I want this back and forth with you. I wasn't able to provide it before, but I want it now. The thing is, this person doesn't know if they can trust the other person. They don't know if they can release the conflict. They don't know if it's going to happen again. There's going to have to be a lot of trust that's built up here. Your advice is talking about recognizing that it's going to take some time. The wheel isn't just like all of a sudden you can step into the fairy tale. This is my fairy tale card, but it's reversed, and this is your advice. Your advice is perhaps not to see this as a fairy tale just yet. There's work that needs to be done before you can step into that fairy tale. The reciprocity needs to be proven. All right, prove it. I want to look at this. Yeah, things were illuminated to an in love queen or an in love. I'm hearing somebody say there's a third party that things were illuminated to as well. I feel like there were lots of secrets being kept, but everything's illuminated now. The Two of Swords. This is about being able to open your heart chakra. It's almost like just like the truth will set you free. Even if it's so incredibly painful, it'll also like keep you from just being in that box of not knowing. This Ace of Wands, this passionate new beginning that's being brought to you. This is the promise of everything, the promise of longevity and family and building a life together. All right, let's look at past, present, future. This card wants to come out. Okay, I'm going to put it down here with this one. It's like, I want to believe that there's this passionate new beginning and that I can have everything and you're offering me everything. But I was treated like you didn't value me. You showed me that you didn't value me. And Gemini, it feels like somebody has to make a decision about whether or not they are going to accept this new offer using your intuition. Do you trust them? Can you trust them? I mean, it's legit. I mean, somebody might have not known what they wanted and then realized what they wanted, and they're coming forward. Yet for some of you, I feel like you can't necessarily trust this person just yet. Let's see. I will say this. You have your Empress card up here reversed, and this one too. So this is a huge deal. Like somebody needing to prove to you that they're committed or prove to you that they're in it to win it. That needs to happen. You can't just trust them. They have to do something action oriented to build that trust. In the past, this is getting the information that kind of illuminated everything. This person might have even come to you with the honest truth. This is what's going on. I feel like some of you, this person chose someone else and now they're like, what was I thinking? And they're coming back and they're like, please, I made a mistake. And this is pursuing something now. Somebody needs to build that trust back, because here you have the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Empress reversed. It's like, You did not value me at all, buddy. And right, you made a decision, oh, that changed everything. You didn't choose me. And then here's the outcome and the trajectory. They're like, well, I'm choosing you now and I want to work on it. I want to work on this. I want to do what it takes. I want to persevere. I want to work on this. Wow. Gemini, let's take a look at the love situation spread. We've got a lot to work with here. So we're going to first take a look at your situation. This situation that we just unveiled here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So there's been some quite dysfunctional dynamics. Somebody has been not acting, a married person, not acting married. We got the King of Pentacles reversed, and now we have the Emperor reversed. Sometimes this is narcissistic energy for me, those two cards reversed. But there's been lots of dysfunction here with somebody not being honest, using their power for evil, not really, but using their power in a way that is hurtful to other people. And this is somebody spilling the beans. Here's that illumination again. The situation is all about this person messing up all these group dynamics, messing up the dynamics of a family or a household. And then here's the High Priestess reversed, who's saying, okay, it's all out in the open now. Let's take a look at their energy. Gemini, they're like, I am working on things. I'm working on things. I want to work on things. I'm building things. I'm building things back together. Ooh. And here's that. You had your angels and guides were talking about a passionate new beginning. This person wants to come in, passionate new beginning. I do want to say this and we'll see what happens here, but it feels like some of you have another option aside from this person who's coming back from the past. This could be a new person, but I also feel like this person from the past is wanting to come in like this too. I want to work on things. I miss you. I'm manifesting this with us. I gotta say, I want to ask this person, well, what the hell happened? Why didn't it work out with the person that you chose? What was that about? They said they chose the wrong person. They made a mistake and they chose the wrong person. All right, let's take a look at your energy, Gem. We got the Queen of Cups reversed, the in love queen, being very upset, very sad, very disappointed, not trusting her intuition, feeling bamboozled. Yep, here's the Knight of Wands. Okay, so your energy is saying, you look good and everything, King of Wands, but I'm seeing you as the Knight of Wands reverse. I feel like you're just coming in to get some good stuff and then you're going to take right back off. And you're saying, I'm still thinking about the past. I'm not over it. I am not over it. This is the energy that binds the two of you together. You might have kids together, but this is also this really intrinsic understanding that the two of you are meant for each other, a feeling of that, a feeling of this connection that you've known each other before. Oh, yeah. There's some kind of healing energy here. And let's take a look at, no, you know what? I want to clarify before we get to the energy that's coming for the possible outcome. I'll just put 2 down for this situation. Yeah, it's been like kind of on hold. You may have not even been in communication for a while, and all of a sudden, here this person comes, Gem. All right. Yeah, it's been a time of being single, maybe for you, or feeling single, or getting to the place where you're like, okay, we're not together, and I have to just deal with that. So let's take a look at their energy. They're like, baby, wait, baby, I want to work on this. I'm offering you my cup of love. I'm offering it to you. Here is this King of Wands energy, which is Oh, you know what? I'm hearing sacred sexual energy, which is interesting. Somebody is coming toward you with, oh, I want to say honor and integrity. They're also very possibly wanting to get engaged, get married, or work on a marriage. They are manifesting this. Ugh, and they are acknowledging lying, cheating, and stealing. They're acknowledging it. I chose the wrong person. And this is like, they've been thinking about this for a while. This feels like you not communicating for a little bit and them having to think about this. And they have been, and here they are talking about upscaled commitment, leveling up your commitment. They're talking about marriage. They're talking about, for some people, they're talking about God literally. They're like, like a come to Jesus meeting kind of thing. I just like got real with myself. And this is your energy. This Queen of Cups is again like betrayal. I am so devastated. I'm hurt by this. And this Knight of Wands reverse, this in and out energy, that is not my wish. That absolutely was awful. Can't believe that happened. So devastating. And here's like, I'm not over the past. I'm unplugging from it. It's so difficult. Wow, there's so much pain and so much hurt there, Gem. But then let's take a look at this. So here's this intrinsic understanding, the person that brings the two of you together. This can be a friend or family member. Also, you have somebody in common, but I feel like mostly this is an intrinsic power. It's an intrinsic understanding of groundedness between the two of you. This can be this intrinsic commitment. You're both committed to each other in this certain way. It's this energetic commitment. Ugh. And also the thing that binds the two of you together is this disappointment. It's like this disappointment that this commitment has been messed up. Ugh, that it took a turn, the wheel turned downward. Like both of you are dealing with that. Both of you are disappointed about that. Okay, let's take a look at the possible outcome. Gemini, what is the possible outcome for this? Here's the World reversed, the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. Wow. The World reversed for me. This is like unfinished business. There are things that have to happen here before we can walk through the threshold. There is some trust that needs to be built before we can move through that threshold. There are betrayals that we have to move through. However, here are 2 tens. These are the endings. And what's interesting is this is a cycle that's not complete. These 2 tens are complete cycles. So it's unfinished business. The cycle's not complete yet, but it is going to turn around. It is going to turn. The wheel's going to turn again. The cycle's going to complete. And the ending cycle too, very much looks like a coming together, coming back together. I'm going to say that I feel like there's a possible reconciliation here, even though it feels really hard and heavy. Seriously, this world, right? So many burdens have to be released in order for this world to come back proper. It's like I'm still in transition. This is going to take a little bit to get through all these betrayals. It's going to take some time. We have to figure out if we're on the same page when it comes to love. I want to look at messages of love oracle cards here, and then we'll look at energy that you don't see coming. Gemini, what do your angels and guides want to tell you about this relationship? Time apart. There has been some time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. I feel like that's what happened with this person. Distance brought some clarity. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. I feel like that's exactly what happened. And integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? This is about figuring that out. The offer is there. This person wants to come back. And now you have to figure out if you can trust them. Wow. I just turned the deck over backwards, but there's passion on the bottom of the deck here. this person does have passion for you, but it feels like there's passion, like reignited passion is definitely a possibility. And that's what might even like bring the two of you back together. But still, aside from that passion and aside from that connection, there's a strong connection. There's a lot of stuff that has to be worked out. That's what it feels like. Energy that you don't see coming. Well, here we have the marriage. It's either getting married, getting engaged, or working on the marriage that you thought maybe was going to break. Pathway. This is about things taking a while, things taking some time, being on the right path, but knowing that it's going to take some time. Sometimes this card even means like years, a couple of years or something. So you either could have been apart for that long, or it's going to take a couple of years to get back on track here. But energy that you don't see coming, thoughts. I feel like this person is really going to tell you, you are the one for me. I've been thinking about you all this time. I feel like also they have plans. There's that manifesting card over here. This person has been making plans in their mind. They've been making plans to come to you, to be with you. And we've got lots of marriage cards here. So I'm just saying, Gem. Let's see. I want to take a look at your romance oracle and see what your angels and guides want to tell you. Your angels and guides are saying separation, time apart, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, or you've already been going through it. But then here we have the engagement. You know, sometimes I feel like engagement is an actual event, like an engagement, but in this case, I feel like marriage, engagement, leveling up a commitment, this is on the table. Pun is so intended. Okay, attraction, right? Wow, there's that passion that brings the two of you back together. Wow. All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you. Let me know how this resonated, and like and subscribe and tell me what's going on in your life. I'll be back in a little bit to do another energy check and see where you are and what's going on. And until then, I will see you soon. Bye, Gemini.